Still after me. Let me see. The most frustrating thing about my success was that I wasn't left alone to enjoy it. The higher I've climbed in this country, the more racism I've seen. You think it's bad when you are a young kid on the corner and the cops throwing you up against the walls and rifling through your pockets, yeah, to steal your money. Rifling through your pockets to steal your money. But then you work hard and play by the rules and get ahead, and the harassment gets even worse. It's not as physically threatening, but it grows more intense because once you are a black person with a little bit of money, a little bit of economic leverage, then you are even more of a threat to the status quo. And that's when you really become a target. When I opened my first nightclub in Hialeah, it was mostly as a side project, a place for my brother, Bernard, to run, and a place for me to break singles. There was a club in a strip mall out there called Strawberries. I bought the owner out and renamed it Strawberries 2. I was still running the Pac Jam too as a teen disco, and wanted a more adult environment to go with the new. Wanted a more club environment to go with the new direction the music was taking. I had problems with the city from day one. Hialeah is a predominantly Cuban area surrounded by black neighborhoods, and Cubans and blacks don't always mix. Everybody out there was Cuban, and they made it clear that they didn't want a bunch of black folks coming around every night, especially to a club owned by a notorious rapper.
Now, he was talking about racism right there,
Mm-hmm.
and he was saying it was getting worse. What are your thoughts on that little passage that you wrote? That you read.
Well, right now, I'm friends with a lot of Cuban, like a lot of Hispanics. My biggest following is Hispanics in Miami, so I really can't. I see where he's coming from. You know what I'm saying? Because they see the old. People are stuck in the old ways. Blacks, Cubans, it's the stereotypes. Listen, you let the blacks come here, they're gonna rob you, they're gonna try to break into your house. You know what I'm saying? The Cubans, they don't trust you, shit like that. But at the end of the day, Miami is integrated, like it's like a melting pot. It's so much going on. So I don't really see. I understand the racism, but it's not to the point where it's like, oh shit, we can't go through this neighborhood, blah blah. I can't chill with this dude. It ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like that, because I got a lot of Cuban, Hispanic friends who are like Dominican friends. They like my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like we like this. So I hear where he's coming from. That was his time. In his time, that was his time. But as the kids grew up with each other, they became friends, and they knew, like, okay, well, listen, the picture that my mom or my dad painted for me is not what I see. You know what I'm saying? That was like really a mirage, because me and you is really cool. So, nah, that was his time. I understand what he's talking about, but that's his time, though. We too big, you know what I'm saying? We diverse, like, we real good.